Hey, good morning Rub Team and happy Thanksgiving. This is John the Rub Guy with Gentleman's Rubs. So what we've got here is our pre-brined 12-pound organic fresh turkey. We brined it in our last video for 24 hours, so about an hour and a half ago we pulled it out of the refrigerator, we patted it dry, and we put it back in the refrigerator to make sure that that skin got as dry as it possibly can. What that's going to allow you to do is once you're in the smoker, it's going to allow that skin to crisp up. So a few things that we've got to do before we get it onto the smoker. I've got some aromatics here. So I've got some green apple, I've got some celery, I've got some onion, and I've got a little bit of sage. And also I've got a little bit of our missionary blend from Gentleman's Rubs. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that I get some of that rub in the cavity, but then most importantly I want to put some of those aromatics in there as well. The apples, the carrots, the celery. What's going to do is two things. It's going to create volume inside the cavity of the turkey, but more importantly, it's going to throw all important flavors throughout the bird, throughout the entire cooking process. So we can't forget about putting the sage in there too. So I use these, there's many more that you can put. You can put carrots, you can put citrus, different kinds. I find that these are the ones that my family and I enjoy the most. All right. So once we got that cavity nicely stuffed, what we're going to be looking to do is kind of adding a little bit of color to the overall bird itself. So some people use olive oil. I like to just use the convenience of a little bit of a spray, an oil-based spray. All we're going to do is kind of liberally coat the spray around the bird, making sure to get in all those little important crevices that we're going to wind up putting some more of the rub on. Why? It's important to make sure that that rub maintains throughout the entire cooking process. But wait, there's more. Before we throw it on, I wanted to make sure that we have a little bit of flavoring and some goodness inside of that bird. So what I've done is I've melted down some butter and I've added again some of the missionary blend, and I've made kind of an injection. Well, we're going to inject it with a little bit of the marinade here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up my little flavor injector, and then we're going to add this right into the turkey. So what we want to do is we want to put it along the breastbone line, okay? We don't want to put too much in there, but we want to just put enough so that when we start slicing into the bird, we're going to have a little bit of great flavor that's coming out, okay? So we're going to want to make sure that we do this along the breast and the thigh and the leg, right? So it's important to make sure all of the main parts of the meat of the bird are well marinated, okay? So as we're finishing this, everybody go ahead and make sure that you follow us on Facebook and on Instagram at Gentleman's Rubs. We are really the most provocatively addicting rubs that are going to be out there. We like to have a lot of fun with our flavors, a lot of fun with our names, a lot of fun with our imagery. So please make sure to follow us Instagram, Facebook, and visit us at gentlemansrubs.com. You can get any of our products that we're featuring here right there. Okay? So we've gone ahead and we've completed the injection process. Now, most important part for the rub guy is the rub. So what we want to do is we want to put a liberal amount of the Gentleman's Rubs missionary blend right on top of the turkey. We want to make sure that we fill it in on all the cracks and crevices. We want to make sure that we get it down in the wings, that we get it down through the legs, through the thighs. You don't have to worry about putting too much of this on, but you know, I say that, but then I also want to make sure that you know that our rub does have some brown sugar in it. It brings a tremendous amount of great sweetness to it. But if you put too much brown sugar on top of a turkey and you're putting it into a smoker, you have the tendency of actually creating too much of a bark. So you want to just kind of eyeball it. I like to say one of our bottles, if you're going to do 2 great 12-pound turkeys with your brine, with your marinade, and then with your rub, you're probably looking at 1 whole bottle, right? They're $9. So that's about it. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to twine up the legs. I'm going to make sure that she's perfectly ready for the smoker, and then we're going to put on our final video just so you can see how it goes in, how it comes off, and most importantly, how it tastes. John the Rub Guy, Gentleman's Rubs. Visit us at gentlemansrubs.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. We'll see you soon.